everybody, it's Miss Leatherwood. I hope you've been having a really nice time with your family, spending some extra time, getting to do some fun art projects. I got a new puppy since we've last seen each other. Her name is Mal. She kind of stinks. She smells like a wet dog. But look at how cute she is. She's just a little baby. Today we are going to learn how to make a sketchbook because I know that you left yours at school, and then we are going to have literally over 100 drawing prompts that you can choose from that you can draw in that sketchbook today.
Okay, so today you're going to get a bajillion sketchbook prompts, and you may have noticed that you left your sketchbooks at school before break. Well, have no fear. There are some easy ways to make sketchbooks. The very easiest way to make a sketchbook is to take a piece of paper, just regular old paper, copy paper, fold it in half, take some scissors, cut your paper in about an inch. You could even go 2 inches on either side on the fold, just like that. Then you can take a rubber band if you have one and stick it through here, and that will be the binding. If you don't have a rubber band, you could use something else like a piece of string or a ribbon, and you could tie it, and that would be the binding of your sketchbook. That way all the papers don't come apart. And if you want to have a hard sketchbook cover, then you could use a cereal box and cut it to the right size and put it on top as well. All right, so that is an easy peasy sketchbook. Now, you could also use a stapler to make an easy peasy sketchbook, but you might have noticed that your average stapler does not go all the way to the middle of your page. So, in order to solve that, you might cut it in half, but it still doesn't go to the middle of the page if you cut it in half and try to do it sideways, right? So you're gonna have to cut your paper down to kind of a weird size. But if you cut it down to a weird size, you'll be able to get your stapler all the way in there, and you'll be able to put 2 staples in the spine of your sketchbook. And then you'll have a little tiny sketchbook. And you know what? Sketchbooks can work in any size that you want. Now, if you wanted to get a little bit more complicated with your sketchbooks, you could do a special binding sketchbook. So this paper, I just cut down to a small size, and you can take pretty much anything to poke holes in it. I'm going to use a nail and to poke holes in it, and you might want to get your parents' help with this part. This is more advanced. I would say probably 4th and 5th grade might be the ones that want to check that out. But basically you want to poke holes down the spine. Not too many. I'm going to do 4. All right, so you can see I poked some holes. Now I have this really big needle, but you might just have a regular needle and regular thread instead of a really big needle with embroidery thread. And you know what? That's okay. Pretty much anything works. So I'm going to take my really big needle and I'm going to stick it through just like that. And I'm going to go around, stick it through again. And then I'm going to go through the back side and stick it through and around, go through that same hole again, and then through the front ways, stick it through and around, and stick it through again. Now I'm going to come back this side to this side, and I'm going to stick it through here. Uh-oh, my thread came out of my needle. And then I'm going to come around here and I'm going to stick it through there. And I'm going to come through here Stick it through there. And then I'm going to come around, stick it through again. And now I'm going to tie it off. And you can see you've got kind of a fancier binding here. Now, some people like to have themed sketchbooks, which means you have a short little sketchbook. See that fancy binding? So a themed sketchbook means you have a short little sketchbook that everything in it is pretty much the same. So I'm going to show you how to make a zine, which is a way to make a themed sketchbook. So to do that, I'm going to fold it in half, hot dog direction. And then I'm going to fold it hamburger direction. Then I'm going to fold it hamburger direction one more time. Then I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to fold it in half hamburger direction. And then I'm going to cut this line right here. All right, see, that's where the fold was. Cut it right there. Then I'm going to open it up, fold it hot dog direction again, push it in, line my pages up, and fold it. And now I have a short little book where I can do as many, where I can fill it up with drawings that are all in a theme, and this is called a zine. All right, so you can see there are lots of different ways to make a sketchbook at home. But I know some of you guys aren't super duper into sketchbooks, so don't forget, you can always do an artist trading card with one of these drawing prompts on it. Now, you're only going to be able to trade with the people in your house because we're social distancing, but artist trading cards, remember, are 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. They're about the size of a playing card or a baseball card. So if you have one of those around, you can use it as your template, and you can cut as many artist trading cards as you want, and you can use your artist trading cards to make your, to do your drawings on. Now, you're going to be uploading these. The kindergarten through 3rd graders are going to be uploading pictures of what they draw to me in Seesaw, 4th and 5th. If you can put them in Google Classroom, go ahead, but later in the week I'm going to remind you how to upload stuff to Artsonia so that you can put everything there. All right, I hope you guys are having a great day. I can't wait to see your drawings.